2 Timothy. But first, before we start that, and this is going to set the context, okay, for this discussion. We're going to listen to, go ahead to that internet site, Thomas. We're going to listen to Angie, the anti-theist, tell her story about her abortion. I think you just need to push play now, right? Or actually close it out and close it out. It's hard when you don't have it on your screen. Just close it out there. Just hit that X, and then go and push on the up here. Go slide it up. There you go. Slide it up and hit that button. Okay, there you go. That button, and then open it up, full screen.
Hi YouTube, this is Into the Antitheist. This is not a scripted video, so I apologize for the higher incidence of ums and you knows. I found out about a week ago, Saturday, that I was pregnant for a variety of reasons, including very high health risks for me. I am having an abortion right now. They have abortion by pill now, RU486. I went to the doctor, Planned Parenthood, had blood tests and everything else done. They did a sonogram to check the state of my pregnancy. I was at only 4 weeks one day when I went into the office on Thursday. They sent me home with some medicines. I've taken those. It took a while to set in. I ended up actually going and getting a second dose. Yeah, I'm having an abortion right now. It's not that bad. It's not that scary. It's basically like a miscarriage. I'm live tweeting my abortion on Twitter. Not for some publicity stunt or attention or to justify this to myself. I'm at peace with my decision. I'm doing this to demystify abortion. I'm doing this so that other women know, hey, it's not nearly as terrifying as I had myself worked up thinking it was. It's just not that bad. This is nothing compared to childbirth, compared to labor, compared to, for me and my risks, late stage pregnancy. This is the best choice, and it's not that bad. And I want people to know that it's out there, that if you need this, there's non-surgical options available, especially in the earliest stage of pregnancy. Obviously, everybody uses protection. Sometimes that doesn't work, and when it doesn't, there's the morning after pill, and if you're not in time for that, there's RU486. So I just want to let everybody know that you too can have an abortion if you want one. It's okay. It's not shameful. It's not secret. It's not killing a child. I have a little boy. You guys have seen him on my video channel. He is my world. I want to stay alive and be his mom a lot longer. So I'm having an abortion. I hope everybody on YouTube has a great and godless day. Peace.
All right, now let's respond to that. Respond to that. Let's say that you know.
She kept saying, like, it's not that bad. It's not, like, over and over
Like,
again.
reassuring herself that it's not
Yeah, and to, like, honestly make herself feel better about it, and, like, everyone else, I felt like.
Okay. Maybe. Now, she said she was at peace with herself and her
Yeah,
decision, and she's trying to help other women to make that decision and not, she's trying to demystify abortion. What do you think about that? What do you think about her approach, her attitude?
I don't understand if she already had a loving child or like a great, wonderful child. Why couldn't she, I don't know if there were precautions she could take during the late stage of pregnancy to hopefully like.
Well, that was a long shot because she's just now become pregnant, and it doesn't necessarily mean that she's going to, die in childbirth. She's trying to say that's going to be, her experience. But anything else? What do you think about her?
I think that, like, what she's doing for what she wants, like for other women to have it. It's a smart approach because she seems like completely relaxed. She's like, oh, you know, whatever, it's fine. And that's like really encouraging if someone's real like relaxed and, you know, at peace with the decision or whatever. Like if women that had questions about that watched that, I feel like they'd be like, you know what, it's okay. Because she was just so like.
Okay. Does it? Yeah.
I think it's interesting that she's saying that she wants to be alive for her other child. I think that that's in some ways a valid point. If she ends up dying, who's going to raise that other child? Does that mean that I agree with it? No. I'm just saying it's a valid point that some people are going to end up bringing up.
Okay. All right.
I think that she's kind of doing a good job at doing what we're trying to do in the opposite way. Because she's trying to convince women that it's okay to have an abortion. I don't know, I just feel like if I were not a Christ follower and I saw that video, I would probably be like, maybe she's right, like maybe it's not that bad. So I just thought it was very powerful in the sense that she's doing exactly what we're trying to do in the opposite way. And like kind of how like she stutters and like she reassures and like reassures. I can see me probably doing the same thing in a conversation, trying to convince someone of the opposite. So.
Interesting. Okay.
I think it's interesting that she,
Never mind.
I think
Okay, it's all right. Is there any sense of like, what do you think you are, or
Yeah.
are you angry? Yeah.
okay. I thought it was interesting how she focused on the chemical part of it. She didn't even mention any of the other scary parts that people who like put the pictures up, they tend to focus on that one.
Right.
So I saw that she did try to go for a studio view.
Okay. What were you going to say something? No?
Well,
But when you said any anger, any like, who do you think you are? That kind of feeling, like I know it's like, wow, this is so in your face, you know, in the opposite direction. And that's the point, is that how would you deal with a person like that you meet on the street, you know? And this is maybe like, she's the most confident, you know, the most confident, and some people, you may not even get a chance to really talk to them, but even if you do, what if they do come up in their face and they're telling you, oh, you know, it's not a big deal, it's easy.
I think she's kind of the fear, like the fear that we would have, like going out, because what do you say to somebody who's so sure that like what they're doing is okay?
Okay.
So.
you also have to remember she's on the camera. She can be stopped at when you do it and think about what she wants to say, even though she says it's not scripted. She said that she does these video blogs. She's used to formatting her
Yeah, she
ideas
is
in front of
used to
me.
doing that. Okay. All right, well, it's Beth's choice, and it's not that bad, it's not shameful. That's what she's trying to communicate. There's going to be people who have that attitude, right? Not everybody, of course. Some people are going to be belligerent and hostile toward what you're doing, just because you're there. You believe that? You know? And what if they do come up in your face and say things like, you know, who do you think you are, what are you doing here? And so let's go ahead to the passage, the next verse. Okay, we're talking about biblical foundations here, and this is the key passage. All right, make sure that I don't go over time. What time?
6:23.
Okay. All right, so we have 30 minutes. All right, and a servant of the Lord must not quarrel, but be gentle to all, able to teach, patient, in humility, correcting those who are in opposition, if God perhaps will grant them repentance, so that they may know the truth, and that they may come to their senses and escape the snare of the devil, having been taken captive by him to do his will. So just before we even start digging into the ideas and the concepts that Paul is conveying to Timothy in the face of opposition, what do you take from this? What do you see here? And how do you think you can apply to what you're going to be doing?
Well, it says that come to their senses. I think that